He took my most expensive wine. Drank it like water. Insulted it to my face. And for the next 10 years, I smiled. And served him the cheapest revenge imaginable. This isn't loud revenge. This is Italian hospitality revenge. If you've ever opened your home to someone who disrespected you. If you've ever been polite while someone crossed the line. Then sit back, hit like, subscribe, and get comfortable. Because this is one of the pettiest, slow-burn revenge stories you'll hear today. Let me take you back almost 10 years ago. I was in my mid-20s. Life felt hopeful. Friendships felt permanent. And milestones actually mattered. One of my closest friends, let's call her Anna, had been in my life for years. She was gentle, thoughtful, the kind of person who remembers your birthday without Facebook reminders. But she came with a husband. And her husband? He was, a lot. Not cruel. Not evil. Just deeply insecure, the kind of man who hides it behind sarcasm. He had this habit of talking down to people. Of making jokes that weren't funny. Of correcting everyone, loudly, even when he was wrong. And worst of all, he genuinely believed he was the smartest person in every room. You know the type. Every conversation turned into a performance. Every topic was an excuse to show off. And every compliment towards someone else felt like an insult to him. From the very beginning, he didn't like how close Anna and I were. He never said it outright, but I could feel it. The sideways comments. The jokes. The subtle attempts to create distance. But here's the thing. It didn't work. Anna and I stayed close. And over time, I learned to tolerate her husband. Not because I liked him. But because sometimes love means enduring the people attached to it. Then came the party. A huge milestone in my life, one of those moments you only celebrate once. I invited everyone important to me. I cleaned the house until my hands smelled like lemon and soap. I cooked for hours. Music, candles, laughter, everything felt perfect. And my husband had a surprise. A business partner had gifted him 2 bottles of extremely expensive wine. The kind you don't buy casually. The kind you save. I had never tasted wine like that before. And no, I wasn't trying to show off. I just wanted to share something special with people I cared about. In Italian culture, hospitality is sacred. When you welcome someone into your home, you give them your best. Food. Drink. Warmth. It's not about money. It's about respect. That's when he grabbed the glass. 1 glass turned into 2. 2 turned into 3. And then, he laughed. Out loud. He smirked, swirling the wine like a critic, and said something I will never forget. Honestly? Buying wine this expensive is just silly. People only do it to show off. I'd never waste money like this. And then, without missing a beat, he finished another glass. The room went quiet. I felt it first in my chest. That tight pressure. The heat crawling up my neck. My jaw locking. I wasn't embarrassed. I was offended. Not because of the wine. Because of what it represented. My effort. My generosity. My hospitality. My friend Anna tried to shush him. She looked mortified. But the damage was done. I glanced at my husband. His smile was gone. He didn't say anything. But his eyes said it all. Enough. We didn't confront him. We didn't cause a scene. We finished the night politely. But something had cracked. From that day on, we stopped inviting him. Quietly. Firmly. Anna was always welcome. Him? Never again. And I thought that was the end of it. I was wrong. That December, Christmas rolled around. And that's when inspiration struck. I was at the store, walking past the wine aisle, when I saw it. The cheapest bottle of sparkling wine imaginable. Spumante. Not Prosecco. Not classy. Barely respectable. Perfect. I bought it. Wrapped it neatly. Added a cheap Christmas card. And wrote nothing special inside. Just Merry Christmas. When he opened it, he smiled politely. But I saw it. That flicker. That confusion. That subtle disappointment. And inside me? Warmth. That first year felt like a joke. The second year felt intentional. By year 3, it became tradition. Every single Christmas. Everyone else received thoughtful gifts. Quality wine. Personal presents. And him? The same thing. A cheap bottle of Spumante. Every single year. Always wrapped nicely. Always handed with a smile. No insults. No confrontation. Just consistency. And the beauty of it? He could never complain. Because how do you explain being offended by a gift you once mocked as not worth buying? The real payoff wasn't loud. It was subtle. The way his smile tightened every year. The way he'd glance at the bottle, then at everyone else's gifts. He knew. And I knew he knew. But he was trapped. Trapped by his own arrogance. Trapped by his own words. Trapped by politeness. And every year, as I handed him that bottle, I felt lighter. Not angry anymore. Just satisfied. Because revenge doesn't always scream. Sometimes it whispers. I remember. I didn't ruin a friendship. I didn't cause drama. I simply protected my boundaries. And reminded someone, gently, that disrespect has consequences. Even small ones. If this story made you smile, hit that like button. If you've ever dealt with a rude guest, tell us in the comments, how would you have handled it? And for more cold, petty, perfectly deserved revenge stories, make sure you subscribe. Because sometimes, the quietest revenge lasts the longest.